Valley homeowner says he wants to keep an eye on his vacation home in Maricopa.
So he's going to be installing security cameras. He thought that would be a great idea, but he says the cameras just don't work, and now this viewer wants his money back. Here's 3 on Your Side's Gary Harper.
This 3 on Your Side viewer actually bought around $1,500 worth of security equipment, and when the company came out to install all of it, he actually upgraded and purchased $600 more. So he's into this for around $2,100. Now he says he just wants his money back. So a lot of cameras out here.
Yes.
And I guess the first one is right up here?
Correct.
Don Belleville likes to keep an eye on his Maricopa home by using cameras. The reason? Well, it's his vacation home and he's not here a lot.
We have a nice home. We have a pool area. We worry about kids or teenagers getting in the back and getting injured or worse. It just gives us a way to see if what's going on in the house.
Don already has a pretty good security system inside of his house. However, he wanted to keep an eye on the outside as well. So he went to Best Buy and came across some salespeople representing a security company called Vivint.
I rested on the fact that it's a big company. Best Buy's here. They're not going to let somebody in who doesn't know what they're doing or it's not a reputable product. So we put our trust in that.
Don wound up spending around $1,500 on the Vivint security system and had Vivint install the cameras at his house. He also spent an extra $600 for some Vivint upgrades for a total of around $2,100. But Don says not long after the installation, the cameras were overly sensitive.
Now, Don says the Vivint security system just wasn't working properly. In fact, he said a small ripple in the pool could set off the Vivint security system 5 times in less than 5 minutes.
And he says it was sometimes even worse with blowing leaves.
Everything was triggering. You couldn't decipher whether it was a leaf or a cat or a human.
So Don contacted Vivint, which tried to troubleshoot the problem over the phone. When that didn't work, Vivint sent out technicians, but he says that didn't help either.
Technician comes, he's here for 4 hours, testing everything, running everything, resetting everything, and he just throws up his arms. He says, I don't know.
Eventually, Don says the Vivint system went out completely and no one wants to help. He says Best Buy tells him to talk to Vivint, and he says Vivint tells him to talk to Best Buy.
It's just frustrating. You know, it's just a product that isn't working, and somebody should step up and make it right.
So 3 on Your Side got involved, and we contacted both Vivint and Best Buy. Best Buy immediately looked into the matter and said in an email to us, Mr. Belleville's customer experience was unacceptable. We appreciate his patience, and he has been fully refunded. Vivint also apologized, saying they'll be sending Don a refund for those extra upgrades that he spent almost $600 on. That means Don will be getting all of his $2,100 refunded. Don says he's been fighting this issue for months now, and it was only resolved with the help of 3 on Your Side.
It's very satisfying to actually get the money back, but it was very satisfying that we captured their attention. They had no choice but to listen to us, and I can tell you that it wouldn't have happened without Channel 3.
I have to say, Best Buy and Vivint Security, they were great to work with. They were very responsive, and I appreciate that. By the way, returning all that money, it was the right thing to do. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on Your Side.